Hello, 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 hello. Okay, there we are. Hey guys, it's Chris from Tryhard Infinity. It's been a long time since I did that. But we're gonna be doing our next part into the Domination series. I know you guys have been waiting for that. Not really. Oh, you haven't? Okay, whatever. But anyway, the people that have been waiting for it, we're gonna go ahead and start it. I just completely lost my train of thought right there in the beginning of the video. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start it out simple. In the first video, we went through the civs and what they're good for and what they can be used for and can they be used for domination. Well, in this video, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to be doing that. We are going to do that in a different video that's not this video, in the future videos that we're going to be doing on this type of video, if you guys got that. So we're going to be playing on deity because, I mean, what else level would you play on if you become the best with domination? Yeah, but, you know, what else level would you play on, you know? Now, let me go ahead and note that playing on deity does not mean you're going to go into online and be a pro. That means you're going to go into online and be average. That if you could beat deity, most of the time that's average for online players. So just keep that in mind. That is a very important thing to remember. You're not going to be the best player in the world off of playing deity. But it's a great thing to grab the fundamentals, which I've been learning so far that the fundamentals are great. But I want to stop here just for a second before we continue. I want your opinion on the civ that I should do specifically next week. Like, we're gonna go through a generic type of like overview of how to play domination or how to get set up for a domination victory. But next week, if you guys put down in the comments who you want to see, I'm gonna tally up the votes of whatever civ you wanted to see, and I'm gonna play as that civ and show you exactly how to win is with that civ in like detail. And you know, I guess I can keep doing it every week, so you know, keep it up. But go ahead and leave a comment down in the description below who you want to see next week, what, like, you know, the civ you want to see the victory of, and I will definitely get down, you know, to working on that. But for the time being, we're gonna do something very simple and just cover a generic basis of winning a domination victory. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a side note. The Zulu's troops, I want to revoke my statement about their troops being very efficient. I recently played with them and learned that they're not as efficient as I thought they were. I tried to fight a lot of even on battles to see how good Zulu were, and they lost against the Aztec troops. They lost against the Arab troops. They lost against who else? They lost against the Egyptian troops. So they're not really efficient in battling, but at the same time, they still are a great domination team or civ, depending on how you use them. But when it comes to like even on battles, the Zulu are not your go-to civ. So if I had to check things, which I'm probably not going to do all that because I'm not adding all that editing in this video, it would be like an ant right now. You see the ant. So ant. But we're going to do the Aztecs. Why? Because it's 25 gold. I went ahead and checked, and yes, it is 25 gold because I wasn't so sure because, you know, I'm just coming back to civ. I mean, I'm a little rusty in some areas, but yeah, I'm still a tryhard. Hence the name. Not really. I'm an average player. I don't call myself a tryhard. I don't want to go there. I mean, I know the name is Tryhard Infinity, but I don't particularly go around saying I'm a tryhard. I like to say the complete opposite. But anyway, so starting out with your city, you don't want to settle from right off the bat. So actually, let me pause it right here. Go ahead and pause your train of thought because I don't think you even had a train of thought, but pause it anyway. So, shucks, what was I just about to say? I'm terrible at this. I'm gonna have to cut this out, man. This is like editing right here. Oh yeah, settling your city. I don't know what I was gonna say, but you want to move your city to like the right spot. You don't want to just settle right off the bat. You don't want to just settle right in this spot. You want to gear up your settling spot for whatever you're going to be doing this game. Whatever you feel like you can do, go ahead and do it. And most of the times when you play a game, you don't really know what you're going to do until you get to this point. So you can move 2 spots, 3 spots, 4 spots, 5 spots, wherever. Don't move too much because then you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage. But if you know you're going for domination, your best bet would be to go for a place that includes a lot of trees. Like right here would be a great spot for a domination setup, except the heal. You got to always think about this. When you settle your city, be very observant of what's by you. So if you settle right here to get all this production, you get 3 trees, plus you get the heal. I think I say that so weird. I don't know why. It just sounds weird when I say heal. But you have the you have all this production, this possible potential production for the spot. It's just when you go to war, they're gonna tear you up from the from the zero right here. So if somebody's trying to battle your main city, they're gonna tear you up. But you also gotta keep in mind that you sacrifice a lot of science. You won't get your big bulk of science doing it this way. You only get these little resource spots, but in the future that you can turn this into a trading post. So you can get a trading post for this, and that turns into 3 science spots or 3 gold spots per turn, and you get your library. You double that. That's 6, and as your city goes up, it goes up. So that's a good thing to know. But after you move one spot, you can decide, do you want to settle right then, or do you want to move another turn? And why this is very important, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know why it's important, is because when you're trying to go for an early domination, or just a domination in general, you want to get all this stuff. You want to get barb camps, but you want to get barb camps, you want to get your villages, you want to get your artifacts, you want to get all that stuff as much as you can. And the one main thing is barb camps. Barb camps, I think I've said this before, but by 3500 BC, always have 1 flag. I mean, before 3500 BC, they always have 1 flag. So if you find one before that time frame, it has 1 flag, it's 1 attack, you already got the barb camp, just like that, boom, gone. So, well, actually, let me throw this in there. If it's a barb camp that was officially going to be 3 flags, then it will have 2. So if it has 2 before 3500 BC, that means by 3500 BC, it will have 3 flags. So that's something to keep in mind. But anyway, you see that this is a decent spot to settle, but I don't like having this hill on me, and I also see that I will have 2 hill production, not hill, but forest production off of this hill, plus the river right here, so that's a good defense right there. So you guys see that's a great spot to settle, and let's go ahead and move, and look at that. That's even better than what we started out with. Instead of having just regular, 3 trees over there and then your 2 science spots, we're not going for science. Instead, we got 3 trees, we're on a hill for 50% more attack. If you didn't know that, you get 50% more attack from hills. And then also, we also have the river from right here, so it leaves them with less room to attack unless they attack from the 4 spots, But still, we still have our 50% attack rate, so that's really good. So we just wasted 1 turn, but hey, we got a better side. We still got 2 food here and whatnot. When you settle your city, another thing to note is never just press B. Ever in your life, do not press B. Because I didn't really cover this correctly in the first videos. I was very fast with the things I said. I'm probably still pretty fast now. But I mean, I was really fast and I never explained anything, which I want to explain this. So, if you go to your custom, I think what is it called? It's called custom, I call it custom setup, but your customs right here. You can set up your stuff how you want it. So you can press A for Xbox user, or I guess X, I don't remember, I haven't played a PS3 or PS4 in a long time, but I think it's X for PS3 or PS4, to remove your stuff, and you press it again to add your stuff. And as you notice at the top left-hand corner, as the stuff is changing. The reason why this is important, because if you come over to, let's say 2 production squares, I hope you guys know what this is. I'm not explaining what production is and how it works, because I assume you guys went through at least a tutorial and know what it does. But it gives you 2 production squares right there, which is 4 plus per turn. It takes exactly 15 to make, well, I think it takes 15 to make a, no, it takes 10. It takes 10 productions to make a Jaguar. So if you did not know that, I'm going to go ahead and explain that. Your production at the top left-hand corner is what you get per turn, and the number that you see by any type of troop or building is what you need to get that. So you can kind of calculate that in your head if you ever want to be very precise in your stuff. So it takes 10 to get to Jaguars. You add that in your head, 4, 8, that's 2 turns, 12. There you go, that's your 3 turns, you have the warrior. So that's why on the next turn you get your next warrior in 2 turns, because you had 12. It only takes 10, so you minus 10 from that and leaves you 2. You go for 2 more turns. This is a lot, sorry if I'm throwing a lot at y'all at once. You go for 2 more turns, 4, 8 again, and there you go, you're at 10 once again. So in 5 turns, you would have 2 warriors, which is a great little start setup to go for. So you want to go for those 5 turns, producing warriors, exactly. So that's what you want to do from the beginning on. Get your troops out, and I didn't do it. I forgot to tell you guys the shucks, the other thing. Normally, it takes 10 turns to get your population up, so don't worry about that. If you really want to get your population up after those 2 troops, go over here, look, it's 5 turns. Normally it takes you 10 turns, so you save yourself 2 turns. Same thing with warriors. Normally it takes you, for the start up like this, it would take you 5 turns for warriors, With this, it takes you 3 turns, but it's 2 turns because I'm already 4+ on the turn. And you know, it takes all that time to get it. But instead, if you just do 2 here, get your warriors in 3 turns, and you do 2 here, you get your city up in 5 turns. That's a total of 8 turns. You saved yourself 2 turns. So that's a little trick you can do right there. But the whole purpose of this right now is just to get the warrior out and explore. That's the main point of this, to explore. I'm gonna try to keep these at 10. Oh, look at that! That is a great find. But I'm gonna try to keep these videos below 15 minutes if possible. So it'll be like a 15-minute session throughout all the videos I'm gonna be producing. We're gonna try to get a lot out if I can. At least one video a day. If I can manage, I will one video a day so everybody can enjoy this. And I'm kind of confused for a second. Hold on. This is spices. I've never seen spices. Huh. Played this game for like 3, 5, maybe 10. I don't know, since the start of the game release, and I don't remember spices. That's new to me. Okay, well that's a cool thing because if you had a trading post, that would double from 3 to 6. So plus a library, 6 to 12, plus a colossus, 12 to like something else. I don't know. Like that's a lot right there. You could really make a good city out of that. But that's not the point. The point is we're trying to get our stuff and explore. So let me check my checklist here because I gotta check this to make sure I'm right on everything I'm telling you guys. Told you about the security and stuff. So let's go ahead and just turn this going while we just check this stuff. And then another thing to remember is don't do auto turns when you're doing war, or just in general try not to do auto turns, because let's say you do this auto turn for 3 moves up here, right? You move here, next turn something happens where a caravan pops up here, and you're like, ooh, I'm gonna take that. You forget your auto turns there, or it doesn't matter if you forget. The next turn it pops up, you're gonna automatically move wherever your auto turn is. So you could have said your auto turn would go over there, so you just missed your chance to get the caravan. So that's very important not to overkill, you know, auto turns. But really it's just about exploration too. Like you see, this bar camp is gonna be great to get. It has 3 flags at 3,500 BC. Like I said, these ones normally have 2, anytime 4, and that's, you know, something that you usually get really good stuff from this basically. But you want to try to go for naming lands, and the easiest one to name is, you see me circling around this river. All these spots are the parts that will most likely be a name for a river. So if you ever see a river like this, go to each spot around the river and see if you can get a name. And you know, you get like really good gold for naming rivers. It doesn't really hurt you to walk past a river in the direction that you're walking to. So naming places is a very great thing to do for just anything, not just for domination. And the reason I chose the Aztecs is because I don't feel like repairing my troops, and you know, they get automatic healing, so you don't have to press D every time they get hurt. It's very efficient and very useful. Yeah, about a minute here, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So let's try to get as much done here in this video, and then in the next one we'll keep going on, and we're gonna keep going on until we beat this on deity. So you're just gonna watch as, instead of me just telling you what to do and doing little clips, I'm gonna actually go through and beat this with you guys on deity. So you can see the setup I go through, and you can develop your own type of process or play style, I mean, that you want to play with, because you don't want to be a copycat. You want to have your own unique style. So the best thing I can suggest for you is to not only watch my videos, but watch other type of videos to get your own type of strategy from all the videos and different type of strats that they play, and derive your own kind of play style. So that's just a little word of advice. But we're just going to keep moving on with this, attacking the bar camp. So we're going to stop right here where we got our 3 special units. So if you're veteran, or even if you're not veteran, it takes 3 exact battles to get to veteran. And then 3 battles after veteran, you get another special ability. And normally you want to go for infiltration if you're trying to go for a early on domination. So infiltration basically, like I said, gives you 50% more attack when you're attacking the city, which is very effective. Blitz, on the other hand, gives you 1 extra attack, so you can attack 2 times in a row. They both were good on taking down a city, but at the same time, you really want infiltration over it all. But I'm gonna go ahead and do blitz because I'm not gonna try to take down a city in the beginning, right from the get-go. I'm gonna take it slow, but we're gonna stop the video right about here. So let me go ahead and simmer it down and figure out where we're gonna move our troop at, and just get an idea of how to do this. And also, gonna save. I actually recorded an earlier video and forgot to save, so that was like 20 minutes of my life wasted. So remember to save your game. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and got a few basic tips. I'm sorry if I went over things too fast. If I ever go over things too fast and you can't get it from the video, just leave a comment down there what you need help with, and I will definitely reply to all of you who leave comments about you have questions and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, share the video, like it, subscribe it. I always appreciate it when I see more likes and subscribers. I love it. That's like the main thing I look out for, is just, you know, more subscribers and likes. That lets me know that I'm making good content for you guys. But besides that, there should be a video out tomorrow, or it might be one today, depends on how it goes. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. This is Chris, signing off.